how can countries go about reducing corruption?
Here's the thing, from my modest experience looking at this, and I think I really share that view, that at some point, or we get to a point where African people themselves, particularly a leader, have to take ownership of this issue of fighting corruption. Yes, the US, UK, EU, and other international organizations can, denounce and sometimes even impose sanctions. For example, the Global Magnitsky Act in the United States that tend to sanction those individuals who have been involved in major corruption in developing countries and even around the world. But I think it would be more effective, even more effective, have a positive impact when African people themselves, particularly leaders themselves, take ownership in fighting corruption in their own country. Yes, the US might say something or other international organization, but it will not have the same impact as African leaders themselves really, really take this issue of fighting corruption seriously. And of course, without being naive, sometimes leaders, they maybe don't act in the best interest of their own people. So I think this is another part where we have to invest in civil society organizations, particularly those who are doing a great job in terms of putting pressure or holding the government accountable. And these, by the way, were one of the issues that were discussed, I think, during the US-Africa Summit, where along with democracy, fighting corruption was one of the major issues that were discussed. And as a matter of fact, it was highlighted as well in the Biden administration, because Sub-Saharan Africa strategy. And of course, we have to, punish bad behavior. So when we see corruption happening, and I think here, particularly developed country has more tools to intervene in this space, because most of the time, when African elites, let's say, steal from them own people, they tend to hide a lot of their wealth in developed countries. So we can work with international financial institutions, particularly big banks, and to understand that it's in our common interest to really hold African leaders accountable to implement equality governance, the rule of law, so that this corruption does not continue to steal, the future from the African people that believe they really deserve better.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to follow us on Twitter at @the_IATP. Also, hit the like and subscribe button below, and check out our website at www.theiatp.org.